so undefinable. You're special. Like you're different things.
Fucking gay.
Fine. I guess I am gay then. Fuck me, right? Jesus.
I mean, you would. You've said several
You
times.
said you'd fuck me at one point.
And you did say that you would fuck yourself.
Yes.
Is it true, Steven, that you would fuck me?
Yes.
And welcome back to Not Taking Out of Context.
I knew it.
You were baiting it.
You were bamboozled.
Hey, welcome back. We're here at the Context Crew House. I gotta adjust my mic.
Oh man, I just got done drinking what on the label says is 10% juice. What the fuck is the 90% of it?
Water.
Chemicals. Oh.
And sugar, I'm guessing.
Which is awesome. Sugar is the best thing ever of all time.
Isn't it?
Yes.
I mean, salt is pretty good when you think about it. I mean, without salt, we wouldn't live.
But like you wouldn't just eat salt
Oh yeah, I mean,
sugar.
Actually, my sister
when I was a kid.
My sister would.
Salt.
Yeah, she would do the same thing.
Well, I'm saying you wouldn't.
I wouldn't. No.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I would also.
Point
I wouldn't. But would you do that with sugar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ew, that's gross.
You know what I used to do? I realized I started kind of back. I was eating just pure sugar as well. Getting tajin, mixing it with sugar, and it's going.
Ew.
No, I actually never did. I would get tahini and I would put in other stuff, but never sugar.
No, but if you mix it with sugar, it was like a nice combination.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Man, I gotta try one though.
But then I realized I'm like, dude, I'm just eating a ton of sugar right now. Like, what the fuck?
You might as well just drink syrup.
And now look where we all are.
Calling us fat?
We are fat.
Speak for yourself, fat man.
Husky.
Well, yeah, but wait, what is the difference between fat and husky?
There is, it's
I don't know.
no difference.
I don't know.
Because
I feel like it's like on your way to being fat, obviously, but
Yeah.
it's like
Not really there.
or
Yeah.
maybe husky means it's natural.
I
Like,
guess
you're gonna be-
built
Like
for me.
like a
husky is
natural like exomorph.
Like you're naturally gonna be fat
Yeah.
instead of like you make yourself fat.
Well, yeah.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Although
That used to be that was pretty much husky. Then.
Like genetic.
yeah, like I mean, there are some people who are like endomorphs, so like they're naturally inclined to be thinner, and endomorphs are more inclined to be like heavier.
I wish I was thinner.
Well, I mean, you kind of seem like I think we're all kind of like exomorphs. Actually, like I think we're all kind of inclined to be like exomorphs are people who are like more
Those are
inclined to be
the bad guys from Alien.
they're more inclined to be like
Nice.
heavier, like
Well, I know that because I have like
Stockier.
some
Be
metabolism
skinnier if you
for
ate
sure.
better.
Because like even at times I
That's
barely
not like
eat,
even
and
a
I'm
jab.
like,
That's just true.
why am I getting fat?
You know, and it hurts, Miguel. It hurts.
I mean, you're the one saying you want to be thinner. Eat healthy.
It's hard, okay?
eat healthy and exercise.
Fuck that. That's work.
One thing that was I know it was like when I
Then
was looking
work
up
to get
memes-
money and get liposuction.
No, there was one where I was looking up memes, but there was like a post that came out saying that like, oh, I want to be skinnier, and then it's like, oh, you want to be skinnier, then stop eating fat foods, start eating, better foods. And then like another person commented saying, the only reason that they're eating like unhealthy foods because it's more accessible and cheaper than actually like going out
That is true.
and like
Yeah.
trying to plan something out.
Healthy foods are kind of like a luxury item, pretty much.
Yeah, dude, McDonald's is like $1 menu, man. You're good to go.
That's
in terms
garbage.
And then,
It is.
meanwhile, people are like, I wonder why like diabetes like predominantly affects like African American neighborhoods.
while they're eating cheeseburger. Oh, no, 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 no.
Well, no, like doctors are asking this.
Oh.
But then they realize because they're targeted towards low income
That
areas.
nom nom's out of my fucking face.
I'm
I'll fucking kill you. I'll fucking skin you alive. I'll fucking
Now
break
on
your
one, there's
glasses.
been a murder.
Oh,
That fucking thing.
Alright, wait, what the fuck? You actually hit me.
Did I?
hit him, you caught him.
Yeah, you were like, yeah.
I did that.
Rude.
But why?
Because you were still doing the nom nom thing.
That's rude.
It's
calling
adorable.
people.
I didn't you called yourself adorable?
Yeah, delicioso.
No, I said that was adorable. No.
Okay, so wait, this is what I was gonna ask you guys because like last time we kind of like talked about childhood shit or whatever. Like I don't know.
What the fuck are you gonna bring
think we
up?
did. Did you guys ever do like parachute day in like school,
What the
like in gym
fuck?
class?
Wait, is that where you go under the fucking
Yeah.
thing? Fuck yeah! I love that
Parachute,
shit.
baby.
Steven, do you never have that experience?
No.
It would be like this big ass like kind of parachute thing.
You seen the meme of the
like
kid holding the giant thing, and then the guy pulls him from underneath?
Like a
No,
it was kind of
no,
like
from the meme, it's like they're on a college campus. They're all under this like rainbow kind of tarp, and all of a sudden the security guard and they were like smoking and they were hotboxing in it. But it was like they all run away, and then the cop couldn't even catch one of them.
No.
oh, dude, that sucks. Parachute day was great.
It wasn't like a day. It was just every now and then.
Parachute day. It sounds like something you take a bunch of kids in the airplane and you give them parachutes and you just push them out of the game.
Oh, I would hate
You know
that.
what I miss that I wish that they would have more? I miss dodgeball.
Oh,
I love dodgeball.
My school in Nottingham, they eventually
I did not like dodgeball.
they didn't have like
We didn't do
actual rubber
dodgeball.
balls. They had like those
soft foam balls.
They looked like soccer balls, but they had holes in them and they had nothing inside.
Yeah.
They were like foam.
Yeah.
You can like grip them and just throw them. And I was like,
The only
this
problem
is
was
cool.
they broke real easy. Like
I
they got
remember-
torn up.
But that's because like we like some kid was just like going like that. That's
I
what
remember elementary school.
Dodgeballs really fucking hurt because they're like fucking rubber.
Yeah,
I
that's
know,
why
but
they
it's
kind of
fun.
outlawed quote unquote dodgeball because you can't use the rubber balls.
You
Then
know,
have, like,
one regret is I wish I joined to play kickball. Kickball looked
I
like fun.
loved
kickball was fun.
I didn't like kickball. Not
I
really.
was the
Because
best.
I
at
didn't know that
I
kickball
loved
is
it.
basically just baseball, but you kick a ball. I didn't know
I
that.
love that shit.
No, there's also
If I would have known that, I would have definitely played it.
there's also one thing
Rather
I
than
remember,
dodgeball.
but like I don't know if they like kind of banned it or like more strict about it was those little scooters that you would sit on.
Yeah,
Those little flat ones and just
Oh, yeah.
people would get their like because they're saying
Fingers
just grab
run
it.
over.
Yeah, they would get their fingers run
I know
over.
what you're talking about. I love that.
Yeah, so
It's a square, and then you just like
you just hold it on the
You
side.
know what's funny to see? A bunch of like high schoolers do it because when I was in summer school for gym, we that was one of the activities we did, and it was fucking ridiculous
Do you guys remember?
because we were all way too big to be doing that.
It was either called. I don't even think it was called this, but as from what I remember, it was either called octopus arm or seafloor. And what it would be, you would have the gym, and there would be people scattered out in between each of the walls. They would have like styrofoam fingers or like styrofoam noodles, and the point was to run from side to side without getting hit by the noodles.
Yes, God. Whenever we did like those games where it was like don't get hit, I was like, I love
shit.
those. I
You
love
guys
those
ever
games.
play crab soccer?
What's
The
that?
fuck is craps?
Oh, is that where you're just on the floor like that?
And then there's a giant ball.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember?
No.
Do you ever remember when your coach would take you
remember-
aside into his office and play "Don't Tell Daddy"?
I know, but I do remember one of my earliest like memories being like in elementary school being like, oh
I'm scared
man,
of the second one.
I wanted to fuck one of the gym teachers because she
Yeah.
was like. I was in elementary school, and I was like, I kind of like, but
getting pussy.
well, no, like I didn't like necessarily like know what I know now, but I was like, she's
I
very,
want to kiss her.
yeah, like I want
I
to
want
be,
to hold her hand.
I want to be friends with her.
What's so funny is that I had the same thing about one of my gym teachers in elementary school, and it turns out she was related to Mariana. I was like her aunt or something.
You know what's funny? I also had
Hey, Mariana.
Hey Mariana, I want to fuck your aunt.
I don't know who that is, but I do remember that I did.
She's gonna get fingered.
Oh, okay. You brought it there.
I do-
Really?
Same thing. I was in elementary school. I had a gym teacher who was like, she's kind of hot, and I guess it's kind of obvious because technically they're gym teachers, so they're fit and athletic, so they're gonna have to be kind of hot.
Not all of them.
Not
Not all.
Oh yeah, and when you get to high school, clearly they have given up.
High school.
I will actually well see. Well, see that's the thing. I didn't see any of the gym teachers in high school, but in middle school, in Spring Forest, there was like an assistant.
Yeah.
She had like black hair.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, and she was like, me and her kind of had like not a thing. But we were like, we were like friendly. Like she, like she.
Connor.
Well, like, you know how this like you like
You
teacher will.
fired.
You know how like teachers will like pick students to like go to like
I can't
a
teach six
lunch.
Yeah.
With like she picked me for that.
Oh, you were.
You went on a date with her?
Damn. Teacher's pet play.
Oh man, we should make a visual novel about that and call it that.
We're never gonna go
Pet
through
play.
with it.
We have
We have like 5 visual novels in the works.
We have
a
ton of other ideas as well.
Yeah. Support our Patreon for our visual novels. It's a separate Patreon from the podcast. Donate to both.
During elementary school, what did you guys dream of being as an adult? Like what?
A veterinarian.
A museum owner. I wanted to own a museum.
I didn't really.
Oh my god! As a kid,
Yeah, like have a bunch of cool
Museums
stuff.
are cool.
Yeah.
museums are like the most boringest things ever.
No, they're
But
not.
people still get.
You need to go to
still get
more
money.
museums to fix
I
your broken
love
language.
museums.
Go to a porn museum.
The only time.
porn museum.
You would enjoy that.
Yes, but the only time the Natural Science Museum in downtown or whatever it
Yes,
is.
with the giant fucking dinosaurs.
Yes,
and shit.
the T-Rex skeleton. I always love looking at
I
that.
love the dinosaurs.
The kids museum was fun too as a kid.
yeah, as a kid,
Especially the
'Cause it's a
part
kids museum.
when you go
Yeah.
fake grocery shopping, and they also have that giant telephone man.
Oh, giant telephone man.
Giant telephone man.
I didn't
no
go to
idea
the.
what you're talking about.
I never wanted to go to the kids museum. I
That
always wanted to go to
reminds
the
me.
Natural History Museum.
What is wrong with you? What are you wrong? what
I
is wrong?
grew up.
As a kid.
That
Yeah.
reminded, you
As a
just reminded
kid,
me
I
of,
was mentally 20 years
the
old.
junior achievement.
Yes, where you would go to that fake that building that had like a fake city, and you would have
Yeah,
a job.
you would
Oh
have a
yeah,
job.
and
I was a lawyer.
I was the CFO of a radio station.
Wait, CFO.
Yeah, chief financial officer.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I was that, but I was working for a radio station.
Were
but,
you the DJ?
No, I wasn't the DJ.
DJ Rodolfo.
All I know is I would be collecting money from people. Like say they wanted to do it.
Oh, you were a collector.
I was basically collecting for them, and then they'd be like, "Oh yeah, this person said they were gonna pay you. You need to go find them and get the money from them."
Break their
And then like one of
fingers.
them was a friend of mine. Like, but he was working at the bank, and it was like, "Hey, I need the money for the song that you requested. They need you to pay up right now." It's like, oh, "Okay, here." I'm like, "Shit," and it's like, "Are you making enough money there?" I'm like, "No, not really. I kind of want to get myself like a thing of popcorn or something like that." And then like. He's like, "Okay,
You go hungry."
Here's some money." He like slipped me because he was working at the bank. He's like, "Here's some money." Take it. Oh, thank you, man.
That's so
I walked
funny.
away.
That's like so real.
Because imagine this. There's loud music playing. You're in financial debt. You broke the law, and then you hear from a distance, "Hey, buddy, I can help you." And you see me, your local lawyer, and basically people would pay me to defend them in court, and I would just sell them out.
I would be like, "Your Honor."
Like it was like this guy was littering. There are witnesses. How do you say? Honestly, he did do it. And I would get paid because I helped him get arrested.
You would pay to be a scumbag lawyer.
By the way, what are you guys talking about?
So basically, it was this thing of that you did in like
It's
fifth
like a field
grade.
trip.
It was a fifth grade thing.
Never done it.
And what you did was you would go to this location somewhere. I don't even like know where the fuck
I
it
feel
is.
like it was
If
in
it's-
your downtown.
if
It
it's-
is
I don't know
downtown.
if I don't even know if it's still there. If they
I don't
still
know.
do it.
I remember like a year or two ago, I still saw buildings.
And you would basically you were basically in this recreational small town where each one had a job in a local business, and you guys had
They're
to
like
wo-
side by side.
yeah, and you had to like work and get like and know how it is to be like a job and have money and pay for stuff.
Yeah.
I was a chief financial officer, and I was the only kid, or one of the few kids, who dressed professionally. I had a tie, I had a sweater vest, a belt, and good
gay?
I had a
pants.
poker.
Well, no, because that was what you were. They told us to like dress as if you're work. Yeah,
What the heck?
I didn't do that because
Well, it
like
depends on what school you probably went to.
I was
'cause-
at Rummel Creek Elementary.
I was
Yeah,
at
probably.
Sherwood. Because
I was at Nottingham.
imagine that, like you would be in an alley, like, "Hey, you're the only person who can help me with this file charge."
And it's just
You know,
me.
It's me in a fucking like Pokemon shirt and shorts. I'll be like, "I'll help you."
I'll be your lawyer.
He turned his hat backwards. I got you.
You're going to jail.
But no,
The good news is
I
you're in
looked
jail.
like Mr. Rogers because I had a sweater vest on.
Oh,
But I was like rosy cheek. It was the no. You know what?
it was
you know,
that picture.
Yeah, that's what I
That-
look like.
Oh,
Imagine me as like CFO in this
Where you
thing.
look like beans.
Shut the fuck up.
He's not wrong.
Fuck you.
I remember during sixth grade pre-AP math, I had Miss Ward, and they had a little fun like game we would play. It was near the end of the year where we would pick a job, like a lifestyle, out of a hat, and we would have to finance or like budget and shit.
Lifestyle I had. Gay.
It was so funny because all the girls got like regular jobs. Some were like below minimum wage and shit. I was like one of the only guys that like I was a 65-year-old man who made $1.8 million a year and I had 2 dogs and I had a big mansion and two cars.
Sounds kind of like a gay guy.
And they were like, if you want, you could have like friendships, quote unquote, so you can put your money together and live off. And all the girls swarmed me so they could have that money. And I was like,
Hey, give me that money, daddy.
Bitch, no, let's go to my
Sugar daddy.
dogs.
Thank you, daddy.
Your bitches are not in the will. The dogs are. The richest dogs in the world.
You know, I would actually like that would be one experience I like to do with like kids, not kids, like sixth grade, seventh grade is
Like teenagers.
yeah, like all right, so you choose a job out of a hat, and you would think like, oh, like the boys are gonna get like the jobs and the women are gonna be like stay at home. No, I'm gonna switch it around. The women are gonna get the jobs and the men are gonna stay at home. And
That
be the
sounds
homekeepers.
awesome. I want
Can
to
somebody
stay at
say
home.
PS4s and game consoles?
Well, no, but they would have to be like clean and make dinner. Like that would be their
You know what
responsibility.
dinner is gonna be? It's gonna be a frozen pizza. That's all I know how to make.
And then their wives are gonna leave them,
Well, good. Divorce. I'm gonna take some of your settlement money.
and then she's gonna take some of your stuff.
Why would she
the-
want my stuff?
Hell, like,
Half and
did you
half,
sign a
baby.
prenup?
What the? This is adult stuff. I'm gonna ignore this.
I thought you.
How old are you?
You're an adult.
earlier
You're older than all of
earlier
us.
to say you said you were a grown man. You were an adult.
You are quote a grown ass man.
Yeah, but some adult stuff's so boring.
How old? To quote my dad, how old are you? How old are
I'm
you?
turning 23 next year.
And you don't know what a prenup is?
I know it's something where like even you have to sign it, and then basically even if you divorce, technically your stuff is safe because you signed the prenup. I know that's because of the Big Bang Theory.
I
There was,
knew
a,
this-
there was an episode where
God, I just
Howard-
think I-
Big Bang Theory. You gotta have
To
a high
think-
level IQ to watch
And I
that.
think I couldn't hate you more.
That's the difference. Like I learned what it was growing up, but the first time I ever heard something was Gold Digger by Kanye West and Jamie Foxx.
Wait, Kanye West was in Gold Digger?
Kanye West.
No, I mean Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, he was the chorus.
Yeah, Jimmy Fox was a musician, kind of.
No, I know that, but I didn't know he was the chorus for Gold Digger.
Yeah.
Now I ain't saying she a gold digger. And I believe. Wait, that's Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jamie Foxx. I was waiting for you to continue that chorus to see
I'm
what
not-
else you'd
Yeah, to
say.
continue that chorus for the next 5 minutes.
she ain't out dang a broke.
I ain't ask.
But like,
What was that censor, Steven?
anyway,
Jane Dane
I know,
Rock,
I know one Jamie Foxx song I like, which is "Blame It on the Alcohol." Blame it on the right. Hey, blame
And so
it on
you're
the heat.
surprised that he was
Blame it on-
already in music?
No, but I didn't know he was in Gold Digger.
I mean, he did say this.
Yeah.
Here's a question.
Because it says Kanye West Gold Digger, but never said featuring Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, it did.
Here's a question while Steven looks up this thing that no one cares about.
No.
What? Okay, so like, what was? All right, so like, you didn't have periods in middle school like you do in.
No,
like,
my guy.
you got, but like,
Hey, what do you mean?
you didn't have class periods like
I had class periods.
you did in elementary school.
Oh, in elementary?
Oh, you said middle school.
No, I said not like in middle school.
Oh, okay. No, not really. We would just sit in one classroom and the teachers would change.
Oh, see, that was.
No, not
Oh,
for me.
well, see, that's weird because it was sort of like that with me, like, because there was one teacher who handled like English and history, and another person who did science and math. They were usually the less popular ones. But we would actually change classrooms, but the classes were like literally a hallway apart. It wasn't like that big of a thing. But we would go to gym, but when the gym period, we would all go to the gym and stay there for that period.
And then they would break you off, right?
No.
No?
We were always in the same thing, in the same unit of students. And then, like, you know, when we would go to, like, music, we would all go there as the same group. We would never, like, leave each other.
That's weird, because with me, it was...
Same with art.
'cause we would have the black top, which was, like, black asphalt they would use for, like, basketball.
I had
And
the
there
black
would be,
top, too.
And they would assign you to 3 lines. and one line would go to gym, one line would go to art, and one line would go to music. And it would always differentiate.
Because for me,
every day.
it was different. It was like every now, like the classes, like say 4th, 5th grade. It was like, think of it like this room. Each corner was a room. Like it would go inside into a room, right?
Yeah.
And basically, every now and then we would switch with the teacher. We would just like the people on the left, say of the square, they would switch class members, right?
Yeah.
And that was like every now, like not a rare thing, but like every now and then type of thing. But same thing with the gym. Everybody would go all together. From where I remember, everybody would just go all together there, and then again we'd line up to go with the teacher and then go back. Same for art and music.
Line up. That fuck. That brings me back.
I remember in 5th grade where they had to make you sign like that field trip form just to go to like the library to like just talk about sex.
Oh,
yeah.
No, we never went to the library.
we we kind of went to the library, but it was like our auditorium that we used for like school discussions was like shitty because it was just like the shape of an auditorium, but there were no chairs. It was just like giant steps carved into it and just covered in carpet. Yeah, like I kind of want to go and take a tour of Romo Creek Elementary to see if things are still kind of like what they were back then, and also see like, oh shit, this is depressing.
And then it's like, teacher walks by. What are you doing here?
I remember because I didn't sign the permission slip because I didn't want my mom to know I was talking about sex. So they sent me to the art room, and I was just painting a picture of like some flower or a bee or something. And then our teacher went up to me like, "Hey, you want to know what they're talking about?" And I'm like, "I kind of already know." She's like, "All right, so two people love each other. They have sex. They have a baby. There you go." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I went back to the painting.
I'm an adult now. But I remember when they did that. They separated obviously the boys and the girls,
which I think is kind of harmful in a way.
But the thing is, like, they were, I don't know. For me, it's like they were just because they were showing two different things. Because I know they did like kind of explain it, but then they separated us to learn more about guys and what's gonna happen with them, what kind of feelings they have, like, blah blah, and like boners and shit. And the girls, they explain whatever else.
This was something that I never got. Like when they explained it to us, because like to this day it's never happened to me, but like nocturnal emissions.
What?
Oh, where you come in your sleep?
When you come in your sleep.
I've
never
had
wet dreams.
Apparently. Yeah, wet dream. Like that was what
never had that.
But like they said, like now a lot of guys your age will have like who are the lucky few who get to have this.
I don't think that's lucky because then you got like fucking cum in your pants.
Yeah, and like the thing is, you're sleeping. You're not even gonna know.
Like, I never thought of it that way.
It's fucking bullshit. You have like the super white yellow stain.
I want to see like a time lapse video of someone happening like that because what would it look like?
You want to see a time lapse?
Just like out of curiosity, like what does it look like? Because I've never even like met anyone who's had one.
And I thought I was gay.
Watch just like a.
This is for science.
Watch just like a short comedy where it's like I've been having these wet dreams. I don't know why, and it's a time lapse of some guy sleeping. His dad comes and starts jerking him off.
No. But like, I think it would be much better if the boys and the girls were together when they explained what a period was, because I think a lot of like guys who are grossed out about periods,
they don't know what it is.
Just don't know what it is. And I think a lot of people would grow up much more well-rounded and much more helpful people if they knew what women
remember in middle school
have to deal
if
with.
Girls were mean on you, you just say, "Hey, are you on your period?" Is that what it is?
No. What? Wait, wouldn't you say this?
I didn't say this. Guys would say this.
I know what he's talking about.
Never.
There was only a few guys.
I would never hear this, and if I did,
and you weren't hanging out with the right people.
Then you were fucking loser.
I always hear it everywhere. It's like, God, this girl says a bitch must be on her period. I'm like,
she's fucking ragging.
Okay, let me just get my book from my fucking locker and go to class.
Yeah, like every time I hear that, it would be like a guy talking to another guy. Sometimes as a joke, like, I'm just on her fucking period. Like, and it can't be that she just doesn't like me or that I'm being an asshole.
Never use my locker, to be honest.
Never use my locker either. Although to be fair, it was because I put all my stuff in my mom's room. So
I always kept all my shit in my backpack, and it would hurt my back. But I'm like, I'm not gonna go through the inconvenience of going to my locker and unlocking it. Just
Yeah,
to get
because,
my
like,
In
shit.
high school, we had a locker too, didn't we?
But like
They would
they
give you
had
the
the backpack,
option
but they
to
had
have-
you had the ability to carry your backpack, which I don't understand why they didn't have that rule in middle school. Like it makes no
carry
sense.
your
What?
backpack?
To carry
Yeah.
a backpack?
Like why
They didn't
not?
let you carry a backpack?
No, not in
No,
Spring Forest.
you had to put it in your locker.
You
No,
could carry.
I got away with that because I had those fabric bookcases thingies.
Yeah,
Those binders that you could zip up.
Yeah, I had those too.
I had those too.
Yeah,
I was
those-
able to get away with that.
No,
was-
but you didn't have a backpack.
yeah,
No,
you could
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a binder.
Yeah, middle school.
You could
could
even have like one of those like satchel things. It wouldn't allow
That's
it.
fucking
Well,
bullshit.
actually,
Yeah.
it's fun. No, never mind. You're right. No backpacks in middle school because I was gonna say in Campbell Middle School, which was in the Cypher District. I think I do remember having backpacks, but then I think about it. No, it was always carry your binders everywhere and your textbooks.
Yeah.
Which I will say it did teach me a good lesson about getting all the things I needed for every class in one binder.
Yeah.
Like if I
Be organized.
Well, no, because I wasn't fucking organized. My
I think I
binder.
had two of those
There-
binders.
there would-
the
yeah.
zip up ones, the 5-star ones.
You're
I had
a
like two of them,
fucking
one for one
liar.
each day. Because it was like an
Why?
A B day, right?
Oh,
And I would only keep like
Gotta pick that up.
Good, but like,
Switch.
I mean, you said like be organized. I wasn't organized. I was like, there would be days where I was like, where the fuck did I put it? God, I got a lot of mileage out of that binder. It's
When I
dead
was
now.
I remember when I was a kid, I was very into theater.
I like one thing is the reason why I like those binders, but God, people drew dicks on them. I had
Oh my
I had
God.
to scratch them off or draw something else on top of it.
That was what I just remembered. Like, yes, you know, like no one's gayer than middle school boys. They're obsessed with dicks.
It's funny, okay? It wasn't like upset. It was
I will
funny.
admit it's kind of funny when you're like flipping through your textbook and then you go to Napoleon and there's a big fucking dick on it.
There was one. It's funny, like vandalizing textbooks. There was one I distinctly remember because I was like, "No, don't do that to him," and it was talking about how, like in 1990s, Jesse Ventura, like unexpectedly won the governor of Minnesota. Like he became governor of Minnesota, which is like he was a wrestler and an actor. And he ran for a third party, so it was like very unlikely that he won. And it was a picture of Jesse Ventura looking like all fucking scowly. And he was bald at this time, but then someone drew a swastika on his forehead. I was like, no, you don't do that. He ain't got time to
What I
bleed.
loved was seeing people like write, like say on the page like your a lesson for that day. It's like go to page 69, go to page blah blah blah.
69.
And it ends with like a fucking dick or just like a page that's all fucked up. Like God dang it.
Super fucking veiny and shit. Oh yeah, but I used to be a
Or
theater
not even
kid.
like the ones I thought were funny were like just like super like short but thick chodes.
Oh yeah.
what the fuck's a chode?
Like a real like it's a, like
Short
a
but
short
super
but
thick
thick dick.
But I used to be a theater kid in elementary school. I'd show up in all the plays. I would either be the main villain or the supporting character for a villain. And like it was so funny because that's when technically that's how I started learning how to do voices. Because I would do like super nasally voices and shit.
I'm just imagining you doing the voices you do now, and like, all right,
this
Miguel,
way.
Miguel, what's your new character?
Goofy fuck my wife. But
Do a dungeon.
But it was so funny because I was also really into science, and during one of the plays I had to be in, there was also a science fair, and I didn't want to do it because I thought it
It
was.
was Rick.
I was Rick, and so basically,
I'm too
Morty,
good for this science. Bleh.
my teacher helped me do like the sand erosion, where you put water at the top of this like sand basin, and it was like drag all the sand down, and basically carve it out with the water, and so I submitted that to the science fair without telling my parents because I didn't think I'd win. I won second place at the science fair during my fucking like final play, and they were like, "Hey, don't you want to go to the library? They're handing out awards for science fair." I'm like, "No, I didn't win anything." And my parents like, "Wait, what's going on?" And they're like, "You won second place in science fair. Come get your trophy." I'm like, "No, I don't want it." And they're like, "You're in the science fair," and I'm like, "I know, but I didn't want to tell you because I was gonna lose, but I didn't expect this. That's why I'm in the play."
When I was in third grade, I was
Gay.
Go on.
I was still talking.
I'm
I guess.
surprised you didn't get the
What?
fucking
Go through
Macklemore
with the
song.
story.
What song?
When I was in the 2nd grade, I thought it was gay. Macklemore.
From what song is that from?
You know that Macklemore song about being gay is okay.
I
Same
never
Love?
heard it.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that song.
Continue with the fucking story.
When I was in 3rd grade, I was in a play of the.
Gay.
We're in your head now, brother.
Go on.
When I was in 3rd grade, I was in a play of 3 Little Pigs. I was one of the pigs. It was awesome. It was a little thing. It wasn't like on a stage. It was just in the classroom, and I got to make a pig mask out of paper, and I wore that thing. I wish I still had that thing because if I would wear that or a hood, it would be creepy.
What's
but
the point?
technically, like,
God
What's
damn.
the point of the story?
I was in a play. I just wanted to contribute because I noticed this episode I haven't been talking that much.
Yeah, because I mean, you did like spend like 2 minutes crawling to get a bottle cap.
What are you talking about? I've been here the whole time.
Yeah, man.
No, but the thing is, I haven't been able to talk that much because again, school is a blur to me, and also I hate school.
One thing I remember from elementary school was fucking. It was during winter, right? And they were gonna have the Nutcracker play, right, with everybody in it. And I didn't want to be in it, so I opted out. But like they were like, "All right, we need people to be in the choir, right?
Yeah.
To sing, and you have to be there. It's a for sure thing." I'm like, "Okay, I'll go for sure."
Nutcracker. He's laughing at fucking Nutcracker like a fucking baby.
So funny.
Anyways,
Nutcracker, it cracks nuts.
okay. Anyways.
Fucking retard.
Anyways, like the choir chief was like, dude, if you're gonna sign up for the choir, you have to be here for sure. I was like, okay, sure. And then, like,
didn't know what to show up.
I know. I had friends in there. They were like, oh, you're gonna be here, right? I'm like, yeah, I promise you, I'll be here. I'm not gonna leave you guys. I'm like, and then this is what I hated about my parents back then was like, they wouldn't plan things out. They would just be like kind of last minute on the spot. They're like, hey, last minute. I can't remember. I don't remember if we were going to Galveston to see my aunt or all the way to Florida. Driving all the way to Florida, and then like I just see them like people walking towards like the school because like it was right next to where I used to live at in the apartments, and I just see one of my friends dressed up with a white shirt and black pants to the choir. He sees me and he's like what the heck? Like, what are you doing? Like, you said you were to leave. And I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, fuck. He saw me. I didn't want to.
Now you have to die.
Me. And then like she told me afterwards like, why didn't you make it? I thought you were gonna make it. Like I told you, if you're gonna sign up for this, you have to be here. You can't like flake out or anything. I'm like, oh, but like my parents like, no, don't make excuses, bro. I was like, dude, why'd you fucking ask? Like I wanted to say, why'd you ask? Like either way, like my parents.
You know, that reminds me of like
Caught me off guard
that reminds me of like
nowhere.
one thing I would always want to say to teachers, like, why didn't you do it? I was like, well, you know, this happened and I didn't get a chance to do it and I forgot. So that's an excuse. I didn't say it was an excuse. It's a fucking reason why I didn't do it. You
Yeah.
asked me why I
Don't
didn't
make up
do
excuses.
it.
You don't.
I'm not making up an excuse. It's
it's like-
what happened.
You don't need to make excuses for that thing. I'm telling you the truth. You asked me.
Teacher, can I go use the restroom? I don't know. Can you?
No, I agree with that. Teach your kids good grammar.
Fuck off. I need to
Good
piss.
grammar doesn't mean proper grammar.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Fuck you, bitch. I need to piss.
Okay, Ethan.
Fuck you. Fucking.
Oh, another thing in middle school was I remember I had a teacher, Miss Payton, and like everybody kind of disliked her, right? But I was like the reasonings were dumb. It was like, oh, she's too strict on us, and for me, from like my point of view, it's like actually no, she's actually pretty good because she's actually teaching us and like being
No,
strict
just
about it and
goofing
trying to yeah, you guys are just goofing off. And then there was one kid, I think his name was James. He ended up switching out of the class because of one thing the teacher did. She to make him like shut up and like realize like, hey, I'm not the problem, you are. Says, okay, here, imagine in my hand I have a camera, like an old school camera, and I'm just recording you. What would you do? What would your parents say if I showed them this? Say, I'm recording you. Keep doing. Keep messing around. Keep blah blah blah. And he thought he was like, I don't know. I can't remember if he was getting bullied or not. That's what was huge. But like, he eventually switched out, and like the teacher was like, "Oh yeah, I understand. Don't worry about that. Why you switched out?" But it's like she has a point. Like if you're trying to blame it on the teacher, but if the teacher like actually recording and showed you to your parents, like more likely the kid's gonna be the one in trouble because the way he's acting.
Yeah.
I really
like, that's
hated.
actually a pretty intimidation thing.
I understood why they did this, but I always hated when, kids would be like goofing off in class, and then the teacher would just stand there and be like, "It's okay, I'll wait." Like, I get it, but I'm trying to learn. Just keep going. If they miss it, it's their fucking fault.
Yeah. This is one thing that I'm so glad was over by the time like we started 6th grade. Fucking mini skateboards. I'm so
Tech decks.
Oh, tech decks?
I'm so glad they got rid of those.
We
I
talked
like-
about
I
this
like
on an
tech
episode.
deck.
I know, but it bears repeating
Did
because
we?
I fucking
Yep, we talked in the school episode.
School
six,
episode.
six,
You were here.
Yeah.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
6th grade. For like a few months, they were a
Yeah,
big thing.
tech
Then they got rid of them. Students still found a way to do it by using fucking pencils.
Just doing that.
I would collect tech decks, but only to like use them for toys. Because I would have like these weird toy novellas I would make, and I would have them on
You told us
skateboards.
about this.
Yeah.
One thing I never liked about school was taking showers at school in the gym.
I
Never
never
did-
had.
we
to
never
shower.
did
had
that.
to do it.
Which is weird because there was a big shower in Spring Forest.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah, we would change
Steven.
together.
Did the coach tell you to take a shower? Was he there?
That's only if you wanted to, like, you're really sweaty. But
no,
for me,
but I just.
It's mostly for like football
I'm just gonna say
people.
this.
Yeah, it's mainly for football
it
people.
wasn't fun.
Was the coach there?
No.
Was he telling you how to scrub?
No, it was
yourself?
because of the other kids.
Were the other kids telling you how to scrub?
I
yourself?
wouldn't want to take a shower with other like
It's
kids.
kind of gay.
It's not even it's that. It's like
Bunch of guys hanging out, showering each other. Sign me up.
but yeah, I wouldn't want that.
I remember I had a fucking, what's it called? Athletics. No.
The reason why I had to take a shower, I remember now, is because I was in swim team.
You were in
Swim
swimming?
team?
Hey, learn
Wasn't
something
swimming.
Were
new.
you good?
I was decent.
I was a track when I was in elementary school.
I don't know. I loved swimming, but then as I in 6th grade, I was still kind of skinny. But then I got fat. So since I got fat, I of course became self-conscious. Like I don't swim anymore.
I look like a
I
fucking
don't swim
whale.
anymore.
Yeah, I remember when we first took you to the beach and you were like, "This is the ocean, whoa!" And almost got
And you
killed by
fucking
it.
ate shit.
And that's because he was getting chased by.
Oh,
what was
yeah.
it, Alice or Eris?
Eris. It
I
was
still
Eris.
feel-
Because he kicked sand into her face.
I still feel bad. Like she hates me now.
No,
hates
she
me.
No, she
doesn't.
doesn't.
Hey, Eris, if you hate Steven, like, comment, and subscribe. If you don't like Steven, or
He's already subscribed.
if you like Steven,
You still like.
unsubscribe and subscribe again.
You still talk about when we went karaokeing with the girls.
spit take?
Yeah, and I was like, dude, they probably don't even fucking remember it.
Good save.
Oh,
Oh, we not.
all over Alice.
No,
What?
no, that's not what happened. What happened was, okay, so it's me, Steven, Alice, Eris, and Amanda. Was someone else there? There might have been someone else
Allison maybe. I don't remember.
there. Allison?
Was that her name? I don't remember.
I don't know.
Allie.
But it was evidently the 5 of us there doing karaoke. Amanda brought Eris cupcakes. They may have still... they may have been together this time. I don't know. But basically, Steven saw something that made him laugh, but he was drinking soda at the time.
Water. It was water.
Oh, yeah, it was water. So he did a spit take, and it went all into the cupcakes. Like... that Amanda brought. And Amanda... Like, see, that's the thing. Like, Eris wouldn't be mad at you. Amanda is the one who would be mad at you.
Was Amanda the one that made the cupcakes?
She didn't... I don't know if she made them or
bought
she
them.
bought them. But...
It was funny because it just plays
Like, you know how karaoke like things will like have B-roll like for songs that like don't even match up to it?
Yeah.
That was what Steven was.
Was it like in an own like room?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like a room.
Where is this place? We
I
need
wanna
to go.
go.
I want to go.
It's literally it's literally right where I live.
Eris and Alice can tell you. They'll know.
Okay, it's literally by a Washteria. You know the McDonald's right where I live?
Yeah.
It's literally down that street.
Really.
Yeah. It's a karaoke place. You get your own
We
room.
should get, yeah, that's what I want. An old room just for us.
Because I
We
mean,
need to
if
do
it was
this.
like a whole crowd,
No.
you know, like that, I can't do
No,
that.
it was
But if it's just a room, I'm.
It was
up.
just room with all of us, just people.
Get ready for me to meme
I did
those
a-
songs.
But
too.
I remember when I was spit take. I spit take basically because it was take on me. Except there was some
That's the
dramatic.
song I was thinking of right now.
But there was some.
singing.
But there was some dramatic shit happening on the screen.
Like
And
an
then-
assault.
Yeah, and I was like, that just made me laugh. I think that's
We need to go there one day, dude.
And I just remember the look.
Especially for Matsuri.
Yeah.
The look I gave Steven was I'm trying to think, like, incredulous, just like are you what?
Are you fucking
sick?
serious?
Like, really?
What are you fucking stupid?
And I was, but then I immediately like Jenna said, like, oh no, it was an accident, like it went down the wrong hole or something. Not that he just like couldn't control his fucking laughter over some stupid shit.
That's me in a nutshell.
Dude, now I really want to fucking go to a karaoke thing.
I
you
was
guys.
karaoke. I'm not a big fan of.
Yeah,
I-
but it's
I was.
friends.
I like
It's
singing.
friends, dude.
I like singing, like-
I'm a fan of you guys. I'm just not a fan of karaoke.
That's the thing.
I can't wait to meme all those songs.
But that's the thing. I can't
And you're not
sing.
invited. Connor.
Everything's Space Jam.
I can't
Yeah.
sing, but I love to sing. I'm like the Tommy Wilson. of singing.
You have to tell me about that. Yeah, I fucking know that you like to sing and
You do it
can't
all the
sing.
time, Steve.
Yeah, you start off and never finish.
Suicide is painless.
It brings
In
on
on
cease and
me.
desist because it's copyrighted.
Content ID, dude, you're too good.
I mean, we did get copyright
Yeah, I'm
claimed.
fucking Life is Strange.
Yeah, we did.
Life
Oh,
is
Life is
Strange?
Strange. Oh,
Yeah.
Life is okay. Yeah.
That's funny.
Shit,
too.
dude, they're coming for us.
I didn't.
It's
Think,
funny because that was the first.
They can't
Life is
handle
Strange
our raw
any
power.
episode that I didn't even edit. I just
Oh,
put it in there and
I
I was
know.
like, "Fuck it, I'm tired." It's like
I'm
2 in the
surprised it
morning.
caught on because like it was like the volume on like the actual in-game volume, like
Yeah.
and like on the radio that I was playing on, it was low, and I was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
There was a part where it was loud, but I was like,
it was
you-
copyrighted
Still
because the band of that song probably needs the money.
Did you add a border?
It wasn't necessarily the band. It was
It
just,
wasn't
like
the
the people
video,
who
it was
have
the
owned
audio.
rights.
What?
Yeah,
God
Yeah,
damn it,
content
YouTube.
ID.
I mean, either way, you weren't gonna make money off of that
Yeah.
because we're
They're
not
making-
monetize it.
Yeah.
They're making 0.0001 cent.
And they're gonna get that cent.
Yeah,
Speaking of which, you know what? Like, I'm sick of, and it's only grown more over the years. Pennies. I'm sick of them. They need to be out. They need to be
I don't mind
discontinued.
them. But then how are you gonna pay for 1 cent?
Well, see, the thing about it is, it bugs me is that to make a penny, you know what it costs?
It costs like thousands of dollars, right?
No, well, like to make like 1 penny, essentially the materials made
I learned this in John Oliver, but I forgot.
to get is like 77 cents
That's funny.
to make 1 penny.
That's funny.
Hey,
Why can't we all just go digital?
Why can't we all just have
you want
price?
cryptocurrency? You want bitcoins and all that Ethereum?
Bitcoins, that's a complete fucking waste.
Why don't we just have prices
Why?
go down
Bitcoin's a
5 or
waste?
0?
Bitcoins don't matter.
It's worth $4,000
No,
for 1 Bitcoin.
like no, every price should just go in 5 or 0. Like that's just what it
In a
should be.
perfect world, but you're forgetting about taxes.
You can still have taxes, but
Have
just
it end in 5 or 0.
yes.
Until the government that then.
Fucking no. I'm not gonna talk with
Oh, wait.
Trump.
Rodolfo, are we getting picked up on the mic here?
I don't know.
How about you
I'm
make
not
the
checking.
effort and actually lean forward? God, put some effort into it, you fucking waste of space. That was me. I'm sorry.
I mean, you're right.
Good job, Connor. I forgot what I was talking
You're
about.
talking about pennies and
Oh yes, the
karaoke.
pennies. Would this be like a good way to make money? Melting pennies to get the
Super penny.
no to get to get the Bruce
It's
Wayne
giant
penny.
Put them in those little flattening machines to have to change the shape and put
Oh,
another.
yeah.
Make rings.
Penny Crusher.
Yeah, the penny crushers. Then put like a dolphin on it.
Dolphin. But no, like we melt pennies to get the zinc out of them, and then we sell the zinc back to the penny companies. Because they need to make zinc to make more pennies, and if we recycle the pennies to get the zinc, we can sell it back to them.
No.
Why?
No.
Why?
Why? I don't know.
We had to collect a shit ton of pennies.
Steven can help us with that.
How?
He used to have a bunch of pennies, and I have a bunch of pennies too.
I
That's
have a
only gonna,
Coinbase.
that's not even gonna be enough because they're gonna want a ton of zinc. They're not gonna be like, hey, we'll sell you this jar of zinc.
Oh,
Okay,
dude.
we'll just buy it one time from this person
We can.
we don't know.
I guarantee you, with pennies that we just find in our everyday life, we could get up to a ton of zinc, like a literal ton of
Our
zinc.
everyday life, meaning at the end of our life, we'd have to sell it and then we'd die and not be able to spend any dime of it, any penny of.
But then we get
made.
other people to bring us their
No,
pennies.
why would they? Then they'll just steal the
Because
idea.
they want to get rid of it.
Why?
Because pennies are a waste of
is the
time
topic.
and literal money. They're a waste of money.
If they want to get rid of it, then the government will be like, okay, then we'll get rid of it, and we'll be out of fucking business. We'll
And
have
then
a bunch of pennies just
then-
stockpiled.
but they will still sell zinc to people who are going to use the zinc for other stuff.
For what?
I don't know. I think zinc's a
Then it
product.
won't be as expensive.
Zinc's a
what
product-
the fuck are you doing?
Zinc,
Damn it, why is the light on?
zinc's at least a zinc. I do believe that zinc is a material that is needed for solar panels. Which, when oil runs out, they're going to be making a whole lot of solar panels, and guess who's going to sell them?
But
the
how
raw
long is that
material?
going to take till all the oil runs out?
It's a long-term investment, fool.
Motherfucker, I'm about to be dead by then. I want to spend the money now, dude.
No, man, save it for your children, your grandchildren, and make an empire.
Did the generation before us do that? No. They said that we ruined it.
Well, yeah,
Even though
'cause-
they ruined it
Well, yeah.
and then left us with the fucking scraps.
and then left us.
They
with-
don't want to take the blame.
They left us with Mad Max World.
Rodolfo, I've never seen you so heated.
Fuck you.
That's why I wanted. That's why
Really? That was heated? I've seen
wasn't
Rodolfo
I've
heated.
seen heated.
Yeah, that wasn't heated.
Oh.
You're always wrong, Steven.
The past
Why?
generation.
What if juice came out of that juice box that you smashed your head into, went into the mixer, ruined this whole thing?
I knew it was empty because this is when I emptied with my mouth.
With that mouth.
As opposed to what else?
My mouth can do.
Do you drink pussy like that?
Drink pussy.
You drink pussy, eat ass.
God damn it.
What are we talking about now?
I think I don't.
School memories
I
of
don't.
fucking
I don't know
eating
if we're
ass.
gonna be able to go past that.
I think this is it.
I think we
I
just
think you
cut
just
it
killed
out.
it with that.
I think you killed
yeah, that's
it.
close with that.
What? How is eating ass killed this conversation?
It comes too close to home. What was it?
Comes too
Comes
close to home.
It fucking, shut the fuck up. It hits too close to home. All right. It's 2017. All the kids nowadays are
Pumped up kicks.
Yeah, no. All they care about is eating ass. All right.
Oh, I
they don't
will-
care about titties anymore. They care about
What
eating
do you
ass.
like? What do you think like caused like? Because I will say like
People
putting
just stopped giving a
well no
shit,
like
I
putting it
guess.
past the means like there is like a whole new anal renaissance you could say.
Welcome
Welcome
to
to
Connor's
Connor's
Angle
Angle
Hour.
Oh yeah, but like what do you think caused that? Like
Cause what? Eating ass?
no, like
People
although
want
actually
that-
no that
Technically, yeah.
although
People
want
actually
that
well
human
yeah
chocolate.
kind of because like who like what Egyptian like
I
back
think
like
it was the
8,000
Kanye West thing.
I
Where
was
he got the finger up the ass and people were like, I guess that's a thing. And then people started doing it and they started liking it.
well no but
I
like
feel like it was before, but like it was just like people just
Secretly, yeah.
memeing and also.
well no
like,
I'm talking about like
then
what do you think caused the first ever analingus encounter?
Someone was pretty fucking horny.
Can we stop talking about this?
Why?
Why?
You getting hard?
No.
Well, like that's another thing. Like, because I talked with my dad about like how do you think people discovered rice?
Oh, I was about to say,
Right?
I talked to my dad.
Yeah,
how
like
did people
because
discover
think about it.
anal?
Like I'm talking about like humans just now getting into like agriculture, like thousands and thousands of years ago. They see this hard fucking like it looks like a rock, and they're like, oh. I can eat this. Well, how they figure that out?
They're probably just testing out, like, go, what's edible? They themselves.
Well, I mean,
invented.
What
Basically.
probably the cause of that was hunger. People
Yeah.
found something and was like, I'm
So
hungry.
yeah.
Let's see.
So
if
when
this
it comes
can work.
to anal niggas, it was just the moment of passion, heat of the moment.
I guess
Like, I
but
love you
like-
so much. I want to put my mouth in your asshole. And that's what happened.
That's a big ass leap.
Get it? Ass? Ha!
Well, no, because like then again, you have to realize toilet paper wasn't invented for a long ass time. So
Ew.
so yeah,
Maybe they
like,
were just scraping their ass, and then like they accidentally got their finger up there, and they're like, "Oh wait." And then when they were had sexual,
Congress.
Congress with somebody, they were like, "Oh, you know what? I stick my finger up my ass one time. Why don't you just try licking or something?"
Here's my theory. What I think happened was early humans saw bonobos, like monkeys, and bonobos.
Are bonobos the one with the super huge noses?
Not a Jew.
Oh my god, you're gonna edit that out.
I'm keeping that in there.
No. But I think
No way to talk about Connor like that.
I think certain types of bonobos have large noses, but bonobos are the apes that they use sex to solve everything. Like if two males are fighting, like a female will just get in between them and let them
Spit
fuck her.
roast.
Or if like two,
I don't think they can spit roast.
Dude.
yeah, or if like two males are fighting, sometimes the males will like fuck to make up. Or like same thing with females. Like they use sex as like a commodity.
Why can't humans do that?
I mean,
That's dirty.
which is a good question because like bonobos are our closest relative. But what I think, and bonobos have been shown in nature to use anal sex because they won't get pregnant that way.
So the message of this podcast episode is
So
sex
what I'm thinking,
solves everything.
So what I'm thinking is
I'm
humans
woke
saw
as fuck
bonobo.
now.
So what I'm thinking is humans saw bonobos do that, and they're like, "Well, let me try that." Because if they do it, then like, what about us?
And it worked.
I figure like gay stuff. I mean, anal shit probably happened because like
You want to use a different term than anal shit?
because anal stuff happened because probably like a gay couple was like, well, you don't have a vagina, so I guess the next place to stick is your asshole.
I
right?
mean,
there was a
straight-
mouth also.
I mean, yeah. Also, like straight people can also do anal stuff.
You could shove it through the dick hole.
Stop.
I mean, well, that's another question. When do you think sounding was first invented?
What?
What was
Sounding.
What is that?
Docking?
That's when they stick a little pole in your.
Oh, okay, stop.
I like that
makes
shit.
you-
I don't like
that shit.
I
makes you
don't
cringe.
like that. It makes me cringe too, but I'm still like interested. Like, how the fuck did? I'm still like, how the fuck was this invented?
Feels good, dude.
But no, like,
I don't
who
even
the
wanna
like?
know.
But no, like, okay, so like with electricity, like at least with that, like the scientific theory, like electricity, like I see lightning, and like what is that? And then that sparks the whole thing. What the fuck was the trail of events that led to like, I want someone to stick like a needle in my dick?
Oh.
Like what? Like what
You
was?
probably saw that. Like, what is this like?
Dude, what happens if you get a thing stuck in your dick hole? Let me see. Ooh.
Okay, so like, okay, I
Suck
guess
it out.
I guess it could kind of be like something where it's like, okay, so if the outside of my like dick feels good when you like
What's the
touch
inside?
it, yeah, what's the inside? I guess that could have been it.
Yeah. Also, wouldn't that be a thing when like, wouldn't that also inspire catheters?
Well, I mean, catheters are like not sexy at all.
No, but what if like some guy got off and then he decided to perfect that and started making like
I never
toys that go inside
I never
your
want a
dick?
needle in my dick. I remember the scene that implanted this was in True Blood.
That's exactly what it did for me when
Jason when Jason is hopped up on vampire blood. And
he has like it's like alcohol poisoning essentially.
he has like a boner like for like a bunch of hours. So they put a needle like they have to drain the blood out of the dick.
Yeah,
And like
which is why you should never get too drunk and get alcohol poisoning because that's the exact same thing what they have to do then.
Time to get drunk.
All right, come on, sir, we're getting drunk.
I don't drink, but I might
don't
next
think you
year.
know about much
I'll
of
try.
it.
I'll try it.
Cut to you in the hospital. Don't look, Steven, don't look. Oh,
Sir, why are you in the hospital? There's nothing wrong with you. Aesthetic.
I remember I
man.
heard a podcast where Joel from Rooster Teeth was talking about how like older guys they have more problems, so they had to take pictures inside the bladder, and they were talking. He was talking about how the process is they put a tube through your dick hole, and the camera is in there, and they take pictures like that. But it's one of the most painful things you can go through.
well, I mean, they colonoscopy. They stick a camera in your ass.
All right, guys. Context crew, catheter social experiment prank.
Oh
no,
God,
I do not want to.
that is the worst.
I'm opting out
That's
of that.
literally two of the worst things I've ever heard.
Catheter
I can't
social
wait for him
experiment.
Yes.
I kind of went from like elementary memories and shit like that
To anal.
Hey, how about
catheters.
sounding?
You know what? It's just got the podcast there. It's already weird.
Rodolfo is like executive decision.
Rodolfo's disgusted and aroused.
Oh, shit.
And I'm very confused.
I'm totally not, cutting the podcast so I can jerk off for a second. No, don't worry about it.
Rodolfo, why is your dick already in your hand?
Science.
You want to try sounding?
No, I don't want to.
Man, that actually reminds me of like. Oh wait, no, I'll tell you guys later.
I'll leave it there. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us on this fucking
roller coaster of a
podcast. You probably didn't see the ending coming.
All right, middle schoolers,
we didn't either.
Don't try sounding.
No.
All right, for all the elementary school kids out there, don't sue.
Thanks for tuning in.
Get a shitty lawyer and then sound with him.
Where you?
That's enough.
We're the boys at the context.
This was Steven.
I'm Connor.
Let me go.
And Rodolfo signing out. Thanks for tuning in.
Sounding out.
I'm just ending it.